It's time for WTF.
What the fact? All right, now hear this now. I'm telling you, that animal and I no reason for you to do this, but here we go on. Crocodiles. Crocodiles can gallop. Like a horse. Yeah. Believe it's likely. Horses, you picture, bounding across a landscape. Not something scaly and low to the ground. However, a study published in Nature in 2019 noted that crocodiles have the full range of quadrupedal footfall patterns used by mammals. So what that mean? That means they have the ability to gallop like a horse. And occasionally, hear this, they actually do. Of course, they don't look quite as graceful. But hear this, they can reach speeds of up to 11 miles per hour. That's too fast. No. That too fast. Nope. New.
Have you actually seen it?
I saw a video of it.
Yeah.
I saw a video. And
They look quite clumsy. I can say this because no crocodiles are named, right?
Yeah, they look like they're not supposed to be doing this.
Yeah. It looks like it's like taking them out of character because we're accustomed to seeing that kind of
step on them
very
belly.
Slow movement, right?
You can run in zigzag for get from them.
Them up shoulder, right shoulder,
looking quite stout.
But when you see them lift up, that usually they go higher now.
Yeah, them ease up off of them belly and gallop.
That's not
the suspension ease up, and pneumatic suspension.
If you're not aware, Audley is into mechanics and stuff, so please understand.
Yeah.
He can't help himself. But I wonder what the horses would think when they see a crocodile galloping.
They can't catch them.
Must go,
look at that. Watch out one day gallop. No,
I forgot.
Look on that. Look on that. One day about him, I gallop.
Trust me. I repeat, I think when horses see crocodiles galloping, they go laugh them to scorn.
I got them very good. You can't catch them, so they're done.
That's right. Okay, that's a serious fact in all seriousness. Although we're making fun of it.
What?
Yeah, crocodiles can in fact gallop like a horse. Just to mention quickly, I got a report last evening of a shooting incident at the transport center in Halfway Tree. At a busy time, late evening, there was a shooting incident. I think it had to do with maybe someone trying to snatch the phone from somebody and then ended up being accosted by the police. Shots were fired, it is believed, from the hoodlum, and the police were able to apprehend that individual. But imagine in a crowded space like the transport center, late evening, and to be experiencing that. So we're happy that the police were there, and apparently we're able to bring that under control. Nonetheless, we understand that two persons, I believe, were actually injured in that incident. Wow. So one of them things. On to some other matters.
Well, other matters, but similar situation with this gun thing. When I like talk about the whole guns thing in Richie, especially if it have to do with the artists them in other people's country. Right. So, Skilly Bang. Apparently St. Lucian authorities are conducting an investigation after there was a gun found at one of his concerts. Now, a Skillibeng concert in St. Lucia triggered an investigation after someone believed to be security was spotted with what appears to be a firearm on stage. There's so many appears and seems in this whole story. So in recent times, we know some of the younger generations of dancehall artists have been attracting more and more controversy for their lyrics and careers. We know that Skeng was recently banned from performing in Guyana after one of his concerts descended into chaos as ardent fans made their presence felt by firing a few rounds into the air. Now, word comes that the St. Lucian government is now conducting a probe after an unidentified man appeared with a gun on stage during a Skillibeng performance. Now, the concert in question was the Onyx concert, which was held at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground in how you pronounce this? Bizijaw, Gross Islet on October 15th. The photo of, they say all them look at judgment, the photo of the menacing man. Oh, menacing. Well, because I can't identify him. That's the guy on the screen. The man look menacing. Is he menacing? Because them don't know if he's a security have a gun. Okay, I get it. So the photo of the quote-unquote menacing man on stage also made the rounds on social media and caused concerns from various corners of the genre. Now, tourism, investment, creative industries, culture and information minister Dr. Ernst Hilaire of St. Lucia spoke with the Caribbean National Weekly and confirmed that an investigation is ongoing. Now, according to the minister, some serious questions need to be asked. Hilaire revealed that the police on the island have decided that they were not approving the show because the Wap Wap DJ is someone who has been involved in singing and promoting music that glorifies crimes and guns. Now, he said, to say to me, as the promoters did, it was incident free. So what is incident free? You mean there was no shootout and therefore it was a success? It was pointed at the crowd. So what if people had rushed the stage? What would have happened? What would you have shot the crowd? He questioned. So Hilaire and his team over there are looking into this one, Richie.
I actually saw the video now that Sajay brought it up.
I wasn't looking.
No, it doesn't look good.
Yeah,
in all honesty,
run a video
because it looks like a high-powered weapon that the person is carrying. You have to assume that it's a member of Skilly Bang's entourage.
But so close to the artist,
I mean, I actually, when I saw the story initially, we were talking off here, we thought maybe like a small,
blowing it out of proportion,
a small handgun, maybe at the side. But it's actually a high-powered weapon that was hanging right in front of him, and he went close to the edge of the stage, which means that the nozzle would be pointing in the direction of members of the audience.
Oh no,
it doesn't look good.
No, okay, I agree. No,
and I know I understand why they're saying it was menacing in terms of
that's definitely menacing. Well, the point, run back that video. Please, Sajay, run back that video.
We'd love to take a second look.
The clip I just saw a while ago, Richie.
Cool.
There are questions really with that because that security personnel, allegedly security personnel, would be.
There's the guy in the white.
In the white, brother.
Yeah, man. Look at that. And the nozzle is. I mean, if he's a part of the security team detail for Skilly,
swag out though.
Yeah, he needs to be backstage.
I need to be properly identified, like easily. But what am I do that for?
Look at that now.
Right,
We're looking at the nozzle of the gun pointing
down
directly.
Nah, man.
Right.
In all of these direction of these screaming fans in front of Skilly Bang, right at the edge of the stage.
That's a Skilly have enemy.
That is crazy.
The authorities there would definitely know. That security personnel, because a weapon like that, a weapon like that, you would not be able to get that in any airport.
Right. So let's look beyond that now, and what he's actually doing with this weapon. So we can assume then that he's a part of the security detail, whether for Skilly or for the promoters, and he's there maybe working. But why do you have that gun on display? And it's pointing in the direction of the audience.
That's a full automatic weapon.
Dr. Hilaire, Dr. Hilaire asking the right questions. Yeah, definitely.
And Skilly's management needs to fix that because you don't want to see those images.
And the artists them already have a bad rep.
What would you do if a man is standing on the stage with a gun like that and Skilly is about to perform wap 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 wap?
That is crazy. I'm telling you.
What are we gonna do?
That is crazy. I mean, if
I were the host of that event, I'd have a problem with it more so members of the audience.
Because if you look at the stance on the clip a while ago, Richie, his hand was, like over.
Yeah, man.
The trigger area.
Like him ready for something. Like what?
So what's that?
A more positive story is coming out of a Jamaican who has landed a role in the highly anticipated upcoming movie Black Adam. We're talking about Jamaican-born actor Errol Napier. He has landed a massive role in the Hollywood blockbuster film Black Adam. We have only seen the trailer so far, but it's highly anticipated.
Yes.
The movie is a 2022 American superhero film released that depicts the lifestyles and events of a DC Comics character called Black Adam. Errol Napier plays magician number 2 in the film that stars wrestling icon and movie superstar Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He explains how he got the role, saying, "I'm a member of the Screen Actors Guild, and it was either myself or agent that sent up myself for the role once we saw, and we wait to see you in action." There he is on the screen.
Look out for you.
Yeah, man.
Magician number 2?
Number 2, yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, well,
depends how you want to call it.
The second magician.
Yes, sir. All right, that's it for
Update.
Time now for our back-to-back features. At this time, we have the proverb of the day, and that is followed by the pet peeve of the morning. So, on to the proverb of the day. Where is it? You got it?
Now buy rancid butter to feed tomcat.
One more time.
Now buy rancid butter to feed tomcat.
Now buy rancid butter for feed tomcat. And by the way, there's no apostrophe missing. Like, it's not Tom's cat.
What is a tomcat?
What
is a tomcat? Honestly, Jojo, what is a tomcat? It's like Tom and Jerry. What is a tomcat? No, for real. I know what a rancid isn't good, right?
Yeah, that's spoiled.
Spoiled butter, right?
Yeah.
So that means don't buy rancid butter. Means so you can't give. So tomcat a bossy cat then. So don't give something. All right. So this sound like. All right. We had a meaning. We say what I got still.
All right. Now just remember, there's no apostrophe that's missing.
So it's not Tom's cat.
It's not Tom's cat.
Big up yourself, Tom.
All right. So the meaning: don't provide for a woman. Let me clear my throat.
Let me
start again. Don't provide for a woman who is giving her favors to another man.
Amen. Yeah, we can wrap up the show. The show done. That is it. I like this.
All agreed?
Amen. Yes, sir.
Say aye.
Aye. Yeah.
Well done. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so that is the meaning. No buy rancid butter to feed tomcat. Don't provide for a woman who is giving her favors to another man.
Superb.
Oh, Lord. I think that was played by the same individual who rose and applauded a while ago. So
hit close to home.
Yeah, I guess. All right. Thankfully, you've gotten a wise son.
That's right.
All right, that was the proverb of the day, and you don't need to put a twist on it. Just work with what as given. Don't provide for a woman who's giving her favors to another man. All right, now it's time for us to go into our pet peeve of the morning. Now, what are pet peeves? These are things that others do that you may find annoying, irritating, or even upsetting. Today's pet peeve comes from one of our listeners. Let's hear it.
You know what is a pet peeve of mine? When parents are schooling the kids. And when they're schooling, let me just say probably Jamaican parents, that is. When they're schooling the kid, or the kids, and they're bawling, right, or crying. And you're there saying, stop the crying. What are you crying for? You want me to give you something to cry for? I mean, you're hitting the kid. He's going to or she's going to cry. I know when he or she doesn't cry, you know what we say? Oh, so you're tough. You're not a ball. All right? I'll give you something to cry for. So I don't understand. If they don't cry, you beat them more. If they cry, you beat them to stop. If they don't cry, you beat them to cry. What are they to do?
Maybe laugh. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah. Some parents, as described, would definitely need some parenting skills.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But then,
poor child is confused.
And then nowadays youth are still, then we'll stop and ask, so what am I do? Like, it's like us on certain kids like what they call us, so just continue to cry through. Like, what you ball for? Like, them nowadays, yeah. What you ball for? What you mean, mom? What do you mean, mother? You know? Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one.
He says it's a pet peeve. I don't think this is something that he maybe would experience very often.
Yeah, give thanks.
Because obviously it doesn't sound like it's happening in his home. Sounds like it's something that he has seen a few times. So hopefully it's not something that you see too often that it would bother you too much. But thanks for describing it, and we'd love to hear from what others think as well. So let us hear your thoughts on that pet peeve, 876-551-5782, whilst we also want to thank our Bridge Nation member for submitting that pet peeve. Right now, the Minister of Health confirmed that there has been an increase in the gastroenteritis cases in Jamaica since last year, with an average of 107 infections recorded weekly in children under 5 years old in this year, 2022. The minister says there were 31 cases per week in 2021. The health ministry is urging caution as cases of gastroenteritis are expected to increase in the cooler months of the year. And this morning we're joined by Dr. Melody Ennis, and she, of course, is the Director of Family Health Services in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, and we'll be talking about how we can protect our children from gastroenteritis and what, to do if a child gets gastroenteritis and so on. We're very pleased always to welcome Dr. Melody Ennis to our program. Good morning, Doc. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you. And how are both of you?
We're great. Welcome back. We missed you.
I'm here.
My exact sentiments, by the way. Thank you for coming on with us this morning, Doc, and we're real pleased to have you. Let's go straight into the meat of the matter. What is gastroenteritis, and who is most affected by it?
So gastroenteritis is, or GE, running belly, is actually a condition caused usually by a virus, but it can also be caused by bacteria or even parasites, causing an inflammation in the intestine or in the bowels, in the stomach, and that leads to watery diarrhea or watery stool, vomiting. Some persons may get a fever, a headache. Now, children under 5 and the elderly are most vulnerable, but anyone can get GE. But we're very concerned about those two groups.
So, I want you to expand a little bit more on what really causes it.
Okay, so it can be caused by several viruses, but the most common one is what we call the rotavirus, that is very active at this time of the year, the cooler months. So that particular virus pretty much takes life around about October to March and spreads widely and rapidly. So we do expect in these months to have an increase in the number of these cases. The condition, once you contract the bug, about 1 or 2 to 3 days after you have contracted the bug, then you begin to have the symptoms as I described. Usually it lasts for about 2 or 3 days, but the diarrhea in a few cases may last for as long as 14 days. But the common run of the illness is about 3 or 4 days.
Okay, now, Dr. Ennis, you know how it is in our society. We have people who'd more rather say, them have gas than gastroenteritis. You understand me? How you mentioned some of the symptoms. Is it a case where we have to just wait? You have to see if it persists before we can say this is gastroenteritis. Is there a way to differentiate between just regular stomach pains and stuff like that, rather than it being gastroenteritis?
Okay, so what is so characteristic is watery stool. Most persons have formed stool. So when it is coming out as if it is urine, then that is not anything but GE, and that's not a good look.
Yeah, okay.
So it's watery stool, and the stomach cramps, the low-grade fever, and the vomiting. So when you put all of those things together, then we are considering strongly GE.
Okay. Let's focus now, Doc, on how we can treat gastroenteritis. There are some home remedies that some people put forward, but then are there also over-the-counter medicine, or does one have to go in to see a doctor and get a prescription and so on?
So First of all, we do not give medication to stop the diarrhea. We have contracted the bug and we want the bug to get out of our system. So we do not give any medication at all to stop diarrhea. What we do, however, is replace the fluid that we are losing through vomiting and diarrhea. Now, that fluid contains salts or electrolytes, which are very important to the body, and the treatment to reduce or replace the salts we're losing is the oral rehydration fluid or oral rehydration salt. There are some other preparations on the market for children, for example, Pedialyte, that contains that similar mixture of salts that will help to prevent dehydration.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. That it's more fluids that persons actually would be taking then, even although they're having they're losing so much by way of diarrhea. Mm-hmm. Doc, would you go as far as to say that it's a very widespread problem in our country at this time?
So I can just share some numbers with you, mm-hmm. which is what we see routinely, and we do not consider that out of the norm. So on average, we expect to see about 130 to 250 visits to our facilities in children under 5 and about 200 to 350 visits in children over 5 years old. So we expect that on an annual, we expect that to happen weekly on an annual basis. So it is a condition that occurs, and we expect and we do see it every week, every year.
Mm-hmm. So it is not an epidemic. It's not at that level at this stage.
Absolutely not. Mm-hmm. So we don't want to use those terms at all. Yes. Epidemic, outbreak. No. Okay. We are seeing an increase in the numbers over last year, but it is within the normal limits.
Yes.
Now, we have to also recognize that what occurred last year and what is happening now is totally different. So last year, we were adhering closely to the COVID-19 protocols of what? Hand washing and hand sanitizing every step of the way. We're not so vigilant right now. So things are changing. And of course, in the cooler months, not only do we expect GE to go up, but we also expect the flu to go up. We're in the flu season. And again, we're not wearing the masks as we did last year. And therefore, we are going to see an increase in respiratory illnesses as well.
Mm-hmm. All right, Doc. Great having you. Thanks for the information you shared, and we wish you a wonderful day today. Take care.
The very same to you and your listeners. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Doc. Dr. Melody Ennis, the Director of Family Health Services in the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Right now, it's time for us to go to the telephone lines and get your calls in to see if we can give away what we have. It's called a gift package. And that is what you'll win if you get the correct answer in our secret sound game. We have a sound that we've been carrying for a couple of weeks now, and we'd love to get you to win it, that gift package today. With the correct answer, you will. Here's the sound that you must identify. Check it out. That's a sound. That is the sound that we ask you to identify. What does that sound like, Bridge Nation? Let us hear from you. 876-676-4996. Telephone number 876-676-4996.
And don't worry, you can save the credit and call up on WhatsApp too. So you don't know, 876-551-5782. And remember, the clue is iron.
That is important. Iron is the clue that you must remember. Factor that into the equation. Get the right answer. You get the gift
package. It's here.
All right.
If they think I joke with them.
Yo.
It's the gift package. I can see clearly now.
Yeah, that look bossy. I want to tell you. I want to tell you where it was. Looks like the proper spot with the camera angles. Yeah, man. But all we're going to ask you to do, Shelz, is to spin the gift a little bit very slowly. Yeah. Look at that. All kinds of snack items.
Barbecue sauce.
Yo, diced pineapples.
What is this? Is this
pineapple juice?
I call this like the fruit cup, snack cup.
Yeah, man.
Pineapple.
Some wipes are in there as well.
A macaroni and cheese there?
Yeah. What do you mean? Barilla is the brand.
What is Barilla?
Yeah, man.
Look bossy.
And you got some honey there as well.
And yeah, that's the bossy honey.
Yeah, man. It's a good look. It's a really good look.
Watch it. Phone start blow up now.
Yo, make you enter. All right, so that is what you can win, Bridge Nation. Give us a call right now. Let's go to the telephone lines and see if we can find a winner for that fantastic gift package. Good morning. You're on the air. Hello.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Hi, Talis. Welcome. How are you today? How you doing?
I'm great.
Nice. Have you seen the gift package? You're watching us, or are you just listening?
Just listening.
Wow, you need to go to the streaming portal www.thebridge99fm.com and look at the gift package, man. It's beautiful, and it's full of all kinds of stuff.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, man. All right. So, what is your answer this morning?
Is it someone using the putty knife to create putty?
Putty knife to do what?
To create putty in the window creases there.
Okay, that is your answer, Talis. Here's our response. Have a great day, Talis. Let's go in one more time. I think we have about a dozen calls. Good morning. You're on the air. Welcome. Hello. Good morning.
What is your answer?
I'm not hearing you. Say that again.
I'm hearing Richie from the past.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning and welcome. What's your name?
My name is Renford.
Renford.
Yes, from Senti.
Yes, man. Great hearing from you down there in St. Elizabeth. How is it this morning?
Yes, well, I said it is a meal grinding something in the kitchen.
A what?
An iron meal.
Oh.
Meal grinding something in the kitchen.
Well, at the kitchen or the living room or outside, it looked like.
Meal.
Yeah, I heard you, man.
Something in the kitchen.
I heard you. Listen to Shelz now. See if you hear Shelz.
Good try, Renford.
All right, Renford, take care. Sorry, wrong answer. What is the sound that you've been hearing, ladies and gentlemen? Bridge Nation, let's go in one more time. You're on the air. Good morning and welcome. Hello.
Hi, morning.
Morning.
Hi, good morning.
Welcome to the Secret Sound game. Who's calling?
This is Deandra.
Deandra. Where are you calling from, Deandra?
St. Andrew.
All right, good to hear from you. Now then, we want to get you this gift package. You have to give us the correct answer to our secret sound. What is it? What is the sound you heard?
All right. Is it somebody filing a knife and sharpening it?
Ooh. Filing a knife and sharpening it? That's the sound that you hear when you heard this?
Yes.
Are you sticking with that answer, Deandra?
Yes, I am.
Where in St. Andrew are you?
Red Hills.
Red Hills, St. Andrew is where you find Deandra. And she's not changing anything about her answer. Let's give her the verdict. Have a great day, Deandra.
Good try, Deandra.
Yeah, thanks for playing. Let's go in one more time. Good morning, you're on the air. Welcome. Hello.
Morning.
Morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Not bad.
Okay, who is this?
I'm Delroy.
Delroy. All right,
Yeah,
Delroy. You're in Kingston?
Yeah, Windward Road.
Okay, Eastern
Well, I went it
Kingston.
for my girlfriend, and I think I got it.
All right.
Put the pink bow for
All
her.
right. It's an oxar cutting iron.
Oxa Cutting Iron.
Hey.
Delroy from Windward Road. What's the first name of your girlfriend?
Caroline.
Caroline. I can just imagine what it would be like if Delroy presents this beautiful gift
Package
to Carolyn and says, hey, I won this for you on top of the bridge, up and go. We don't want to spoil that. Delroy, did you do enough? Let's find out.
Chano. I'm sorry,
about
Caroline. I'm sorry.
I feel it more for Caroline, actually.
Man, I'm winning this for my girl.
All right, let's take another call. Good morning. Hello.
So,
Morning, sir. Welcome to the Secret Sound game here on the Bridge 99 FM. How are you doing?
Hello?
Good morning. You're on the air. How are you doing?
Hola.
I'm fine.
Okay. Who's calling?
This is Anthony Giselle from Portland.
Oh, Anthony.
Okay.
From Portland.
See, they know.
You see, when we get calls from Portland,
See, they know.
or when Shelz gets calls from Portmore,
you know it go.
already, you have a portion of support to go on for you already, Anthony. So, I don't want you flap the thing now, brethren. You want to hear the sound again?
Yes.
All right, let me play it for you one more time. Here's the sound. If nobody could do it, a Portlander will do it. Anthony, what is your answer?
I think it is a iron digger.
An iron digger.
Yeah.
Hey, I see some smiles. In fact, I see laughter. In fact, I see heavy laughter. I don't know if they're celebrating with you or what. Anthony, are you sticking with that answer?
Yes, sir.
You're not changing anything about it. All right. On that note, Tallis didn't do it. Renford didn't do it. DeAndre didn't do it. Delroy didn't win it for Caroline. But Anthony is the man from Portland who says what? Give us the answer again.
I think it's an iron digger.
Okay, then. We heard you loud and clear. Shelz. Declare the thing, the man.
Good try, good try.
Anthony, no, they found that funny. They found the answer funny, Anthony.
I don't know
Yeah, but you tried. That's the important thing.
Oh, these tears.
Okay.
Oh, these tears I cry.
Okay, let's take the final call. Good morning, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Is it somebody ironing a clothes?
Ironing clothes?
Yeah.
Ironing clothes. No, that, let me see. Ironing clothes, he said?
Yeah, it sounds like that him say.
Yeah.
That is how we say.
Sorry, bro, that's not it. Sorry about that. All right, so we got several calls, but and we're over time. We actually went overtime this time, but no winner. You figured it out there, Brethren?
No clue. Not a clue.
One clue we got.
Yeah, iron. But
the fact that you don't know the answer,
I have an idea.
It amounts to no clue still.
Well, I have an idea.
You know, say a popcorn in it too.
You know it go. We can.
The basket.
What I'm surprised about is the fact that Cavell was able to lift that by herself, because that is a weighty.
It have some hidden stuff in it. Comes to popcorn.
Cavell, if you notice what Shelz has been doing, he hasn't lifted the gift package yet. He's just been spinning it around so people can get. Yeah, because it's very heavy.
Yeah, because a lot of things compact.
I want to find out if I could. Like just go outside and say, boy, may I take a little break?
You can't do this guy's voice there.
I'll make a one call and say, yo, I'd like to try the secret sound. Yeah, anyway, join us again tomorrow morning at 7:30 for another edition of the Secret Sound game right here on The Bridge 99 FM. Right now we're heading over to Canada for the Canadian Connection with Red and Ritz on Flow 98.7. Morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was just telling Toronto I haven't heard from you. And you haven't called me. You don't call me no more. Yeah. I was just telling all of the city that. But okay. We missed you guys.
We missed you guys too.
How come?
I don't know. I really miss you. Just take it and run with it, okay, Richie?
All right.
Speaking of run, I don't mean to say hi and run, but we got to get into this mix. We had elections yesterday, so we were busy talking about our elections here in Ontario.
A lot going on here. A lot going on.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I thought it was just England that a lot is going on in terms of new leaders and all that kind of stuff, but you got your own thing going on there in Canada.
Yes, we have our own thing going on.
Okay.
Yes.
So the people that you support are winning or losing?
Let's just put it this way. How do we put it? You know what? I'm just waiting for real change to come. And I feel like God is preparing the city, the world, radio. You know what I mean? For real change. So, But I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Majority counts all the while when it comes to these elections.
Yes, John Tory won by a landslide.
Yeah, he like triple the amount of votes than anyone else. So it was definitely the people have spoken.
Yeah, I just hope that he doesn't waste the political capital that has been gained, because too often you find the politicians, they get the support of the people, and then they start doing some crazy stuff when they get into office. Like you wonder, like people are saying, hey, is that what I voted for? No.
Well, no, he's actually re-voted. So he's re-entered.
Okay.
He's run, I believe, 2 periods, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think, he's been there for a minute. So.
And honestly, there's a lot to fix up after the pandemic. And so I'm confident, I'm okay with that part. There was some black leaders that were running. But I can't wait to see the day where maybe they join forces and one person runs and really put out a really good campaign, And I think that's the problem with the city. But that's a whole nother topic. So
I wanted to remind Red that there's an opportunity.
Hey,
I know you're a go-getter, and you're a popular personality. There's one very popular individual who has been dropped by a particular brand named Balenciaga.
Yes. We talked about it. Kanye is doing all kinds of things.
Doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Everybody's dropping him. They're dropping like flies.
Yeah. Adidas, I just saw something like just came out. Adidas, I think, dropped them as well.
I know they were very silent, and that was making a lot of people quite angry at Adidas. Are you saying that they have dropped him now officially?
I have seen an Instagram post that has said so, and what I mean. Like I said, it's from Instagram, so let's just take it for what it was.
Okay, so
but a lot of people like Vlad TV, which is a very credible source. Usually,
Audley says he saw it as well, popping up on CNN. So I know up to this morning when
it was inevitable.
Yeah,
it was gonna
absolutely,
go that way.
Because they were going to be losing a lot of traction and business out there. So Red, maybe it's an opportunity that beckons. How about you doing stuff with Balenciaga? Sounds good.
I know.
Yeah.
I wish.
There you go. You can make.
I love Balenciaga.
Everything's red.
Yeah. You know what? That's a great idea.
That'll be a good look.
Can you call them for me?
Well.
Can you?
Let me see if I still have their number, because we haven't done any business recently, so I have to check my
I'm waiting for it.
We have an interview segment right now, and we're focusing on Merritone music. Merritone, an organization, or in fact, it is fair to say that any organization or entity that has achieved a milestone of 72 years in existence deserves to have its own day in the sun. And that is the belief of Monique Blake, daughter of Monte Blake, who's managing director of the historical movement. Monique is going to be talking to us this morning about Merritone's World Merri Music Day, the concept, how it came into being. And we also have with her this morning none other than Mr. Monte Blake, the owner of the legendary sound system. Good morning, father and daughter, Monte and Monique. Good morning and welcome. How are you doing?
Good morning. We are excited to be here with you today. Morning, Richie B.
Hey, Monte.
And morning to all the family of Bridge.
All right. Thank you so very much. Great having both of you. Is music still fun after all these years, Monte?
Yes, indeed. It's still fun to see people dance and have a great time. We're family, and it's always, an event when we get together.
Absolutely. Share a little bit, if you will, Monte, on the history of Merritone sound system, so that our listeners here can get a greater appreciation of who you are and what you've done.
We sure you have enough time for today and tomorrow.
I know you'll condense it for us, yes.
Yeah. Well, it's a long story. It's an old story, told many times. But it started in the historic parish of St. Thomas in the town of Morant Bay in 1950. Was my dad, Val Blake. We did all the early work playing at the Sugar Estates, at the lawns, the bars, all of that. And then we came to Kingston in 1962, which was a seminal moment. And a bold step for country boys to come to Kingston, where sound system really ruled.
Mm-hmm.
And from we came to Kingston, we kind of, saw the big boys and played with some of them in Morant Bay. And, we kind of charted our own course.
Mm-hmm.
And, That's how it's because we are the last sound standing from that era. What we did is a lot of things, like we kind of bridged the social divide between sound system and uptown. So during that time, like sound system was a no-no for people, of uptown and middle class. They danced the bands. And then we started to play with Byron Lee, and we started to get the exposure. And then, we started to play on the campus. And, it was now sociable. We changed the name from sound system to discotheque because it sounded a little classier.
Yes.
When we say, okay. And then we started moved into music production, music talent things like, Winston had a talent exposure at the VIP, which exposed, as you know, Cynthia Scott, Barry Salmon, the Diamonds, the Tamlins, Rudy Thomas, and such alike. And we started to travel overseas. Then you had Turntable Club, and in the later years, Waterfalls, and we are just the Merritone reunion, which is in its 32nd anniversary, and it's sold out this year. So that is our story. We're still going on. We have 28 years to make 20 more milestones to make the 100.
Yes.
We're at the crossroads here where we want to morph in some, more mature, younger folks into the, we still like to be romantic and listen to a variety of music without, all the talking. It's just, a wonderful thing that we want to create and continue.
Absolutely.
So that's the story in a nutshell.
You have done very well to do it.
Yeah, man.
Yes, and I really appreciate that. It's good that you talk about getting the younger folk involved. There it is, your daughter now. Monique is very involved in what's going on with Merritone, and I think she has this idea that she's bringing to the fore, the World Merry Music Day. Monique, may I bring you in on the conversation now? Tell us about this idea that you're putting forward.
Well, being back here in Jamaica, it has been an eye-opener to the history. I mean, I grew up as a Blake daughter, but coming back in COVID and really learning the immense wealth of history, not only of Merritone, but of the sound system culture in Jamaica. It is such a unique Jamaican innovation that I just thought that, the world knows it, but they need to know it on a bigger scale. Brand Jamaica is huge in the world, and we are happy to be a part of that dynamic Brand Jamaica and really share it around the globe. So October 25th is my grandfather's birthday, Val Blake's birthday, and I really wanted to honor him for all the merriment and joy that he has brought into the world by founding Merritone Music in 1950. So I reached out to the organization that creates this National Day calendar, and submitted an application, and fortunately, we were accepted, and so we are kicking off our first annual Merry Music Day to celebrate Merritone music as well as the sound system culture of Jamaica.
And guess what? Good is the first.
Wow. We feel special, and we really want to say congratulations on this. This is big stuff we're talking here. So build out the concept a little bit more for us. What is expected on a day like that, on October 25, World Merry Music Day? Tell us some more details on it.
We've collaborated with a lot of radio stations in the diaspora, and reaching out to some other ones that, in the world, because there's a lot of foreigners that, are intrigued with the history of sound system. Sadly enough, more foreigners are very interested in the sound system culture than us Jamaicans. We just get up and play a record, and some people, if you ask them, who is Duke Reed, they don't know. Who is Coxsone Dodd, they don't know. Who is Tom the Great Sebastian, they never read. So we're trying, our best to, get this day across the world, that this is Merritone Music Day. Merritone is the last sound standing from the great pioneers, and, we're trying to get that. And we're still going strong.
Nice. So you're expecting radio stations to do what on a day like that?
They will play some of the music that Merritone has made, indelible, so to speak. there is such a thing called Merri music, which, you know, one lady in Canada actually put it one night when son was playing some really young music. She said she went somewhere else and hear more Merritone music than Merritone was playing. So there are certain songs from you hear it, you know, that Merritone was that. We used to take B-sides and make it because, and a lot of Latin music, because my auntie used to travel a lot to Haiti and, you know, Cuba and Panama and bring back these records. We're a dancing family. So, you know, the Latin groove is really one that, you know, is best danced to. And the mento and, you know, yeah, all of that is animation.
Nice.
Now the young people dance with their hands.
No, greetings, Monte. Greetings, Monique. Shelz here. It's a pleasure speaking with you both, and congrats on such a fantastic day. Monique, my question is for you. In terms of getting, you know, because I heard Monte mention briefly about, you know, getting young people involved with the sound system culture. On a day like today, World Merri Music Day, what would you like to see or hear from young people? What can we do in honor of such a fantastic day?
Oh, that's a great question. The truth is that music is timeless, and people of all ages love music from all generations. So it's just about having the right formula and the right setting. So we are creating a setting for mature young people who are looking for a place to have fun. We invite families out where they can have a safe environment. And for that younger, mature audience that is looking for a place that they can dance,
and we have a younger presenters, younger DJs, that understand the balance between, you know, pleasing everybody of all age groups when they come into the space.
So, to be very honest, we have a nice group of young people. We're looking to invite more. When you come to a Merritone session, you can easily see people from 4 generations there. You'll see grandmothers dancing with their grandsons.
Nice.
So it is a family environment for sure. Nice. And we just want to extend that. We want to invite, you know, all the younger generations that just want to have a merry time and make merry moments that last forever to come out and spend some time with us.
Sounds really good. And where would that be?
Well, we're celebrating our 32nd reunion, and we have a week-long list of events.
Yes.
Yesterday was interesting. Yesterday we had the art walk downtown, and we walked Water Lane.
Mm-hmm.
And that was very nice, walking in downtown again and seeing all the murals and hearing the history of it. And then we went down to the ROK Hotel.
Yes.
We had a little show, and it was really very nice being downtown at 8, 9 at night, you know, really nice. That's what we used to do. We used to play at the Victoria Pier in the old days.
Okay.
And you see all the beautification that's happening in downtown Kingston. It's beautiful. There's so much, you know, Jamaica is a wealth of talent. They're brilliant artists, brilliant musicians. We had 2 wonderful musicians do a live performance for us yesterday at the Rock, along with our DJs. We have events today.
Yeah, we have an outside broadcast with one of your competitors. And then after that, we go up to the Crave, that's in Grosvenor Terrace. On Wednesday, we are hosting one of our adoptees, the Pembroke Hall School Band, because, you know, Merritone reaches out to young people all the time. And Pembroke Hall is one of the bands that we have really put a lot of time and energy with. That's going to be happening at Footprints. On Thursday, the Vinyl Collectors Association will be saluting Merritone, and that's going to be at the bar on Aining Road. Mm-hmm. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we are at the Azul in the Grill. A wonderful weekend, or a beautiful weekend, as we say. And then Monday, we're back for the last week at Footprints. So, it's, you know, all in all, it's a good week. So, varied events.
A great week, if you ask me, Monte and Monique. I want to thank you both for spending the time talking to us about it. We definitely give you 100% endorsement, and we'll be delving into some of the songs that we know that you play from time to time when you play out. We can't do it like Merritone, but we have been taking notes over the years.
That's all right. That's all right. I know you will, sir.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Monte. Great talking with you.
name of your co-host?
Oh, Shelz. Greetings, Monte. Shelz.
Shelz. My brother, maximum respect.
All the time, sir. Respect. No
Thank
love.
you so much. Thank you for being a part of the first annual Merri Music Day celebration.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Well done.
To bridge the Merri Music Day.
Yeah.
That is it. We love that, man. Respect.
Well done.
Appreciate love you. Appreciate love you. Thank you so much.
Live long, Merritone. Thank you so much, Monte and Monique. All right. That was great.
Fantastic.
Great stuff.
Yeah,
and they find ways to continue to reinvent themselves and to remain relevant. Big ups to the Merritone family.
And it's time for Fresh Face Tuesday. Now listen, Bridge Nation, our next guest hails from the spiritual and cultural parish of St. Thomas. He has been a powerhouse in convincing his audience of his passion and militancy in spreading the message in his music. His mission from an early stage in his career is all about being a voice for the voiceless, for the poor, the needy, the afflicted, and also the fatherless. Why? Because there are so many. His spirited performances are always revitalizing to the soul. And let me tell you this, Bridge Nation, you will know him from you hear his voice saying natural heights. Greetings and welcome to Top of the Bridge Up and Go, Rachaad Amarjii. Greetings, my general. Morning.
Greetings. Greetings, everyone on the panel. Greetings to the listeners. Greetings to everyone listening Zoom and everyone across the world. Natural heights.
Natural heights. Oh, so you said natural heights. Greetings, Rachaad. So, first and foremost, how long have you been doing music?
Well, to actually put a finger on it, it's like hard to do. But like after leaving high school, it was a pivotal moment for me where, at that time it's more critical for a teenager to try to figure out what they want to do after leaving school. But my revelation came just before leaving school, where my mom got sick. She was running her own restaurant and bar, and she got sick, and I had to take up that mantle because I was always around her, watching her doing whatever she's doing. So at the last stage of high school, I had to be working and sending myself to school, through that CXC time. So that was when I decided to, venture into music because of everything that was happening. It was more like a realization then, all of these things, bad things happening, then, that's where the introspection is going to come in. Who am I? What am I going to be doing now after this? And all of that. So that's where the music started, basically, professionally.
Yeah, respect. Now, I mentioned earlier your mission with the music and the message that you're putting forward. Being a voice for the voiceless, for the poor, and so on. It sounds like just by reading that people would already try to put your music as in a certain type of box, because only certain type of people would listen to certain type of music like that. Would you do that to yourself as an artist? Would you say that despite the fact that you have this type of message, you can find a way to get your message out to everyone?
Yes, basically what happens is music is expression, and while you have a set or a specific thing that you want to project on, there are more aspects of the music or creative sense that you would want to bring out. You don't want to just give people one set of music or put yourself in a box where everyone is just going to think that every time you're coming with a song or coming with a project, it's going to be this set thing. And overall, music is a broad spectrum of creative energy. So when you put your concepts to the rhythms, then it can be anything within the positive vibration.
All right, Rachaad, really nice hearing you this morning. Take a look into the future. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Well, the next 5 years for Rachaad Amarjii, I think, with all the strategies that me and my team have at this point, and everything that we've been planning so far, the next 5 years, I see myself as a household artist within the business aspect of the music, because that is, I guess, the first thing that we should always try to figure out as a musician or a singer, as an entertainer, and just spreading the music overall, people getting to know me more, the music more, my mission and everything that I'm about as an artist.
Respect. Now, I want to talk about collabs, Rachaad Amarjii. Would you collab with an artist that shares your same message, or it doesn't matter who the artist is?
Well, it doesn't matter who the artist is, as long as the energy and the frequency is aligned with what I'm doing, then no problem. I don't discriminate because, as I said before, you know, it's a big boiling pot of creative energy. So, you know, who knows? You are like, I myself could, you know, probably transform another artist from their outlook of, you know, whatever it is that they're looking at that is probably not wholesome, just by doing a collaboration with them, and they'll be like, oh yeah, this can be done, you know? So, you know, we don't really discriminate against any artist. We just try to, you know, portray positive energy for them to actually understand as well that we are doing this in a positive light.
Respect. Now finally, Rachaad, where can our listeners find you and your music?
All right, my music is on all platforms, you know, because, you know, recording songs for different producers, they are on the market, you know, the digital platform is where it's at now. So, you know, the Spotify, the iTunes, all the CD Babies, all of these places where you can find the music. It's in the music shop. And on Instagram as Rachaad Amarjii.
Just bust a spelling for the people, there, man, because it's a very unique name.
Yes, it's also my original.
The original, so respect.
First and my middle name, and it has meaning. You know, Rachaad is good judgment. Amarjii is victor of war. So it's R-A-C-H. It's on the screen. R-A-C-H-A-A-D-A-M-A-R-J-I-I.
Respect. Any song you want to promote before you leave? Is there any song out there right now that you feel is doing well?
Well, I have a song that was featured on a channel, a YouTube channel. You know, the Waves. You know, you have that the BBC One Extra. You have one called The Wave that Evidence Music has, and it's called Blessing, and it's produced by a Jamaican Swiss-based producer. It's called Tigo Major. And the song is doing well right now, so it's just featured on their platform to go in the studio and just re-record that song in a live setting. And it is going to be placed up on their website, so you can go and check that out. I also just have another song released from the 24/7's music production of the Gavel Rhythm. It's a various artists project where you have artists like Luciano, Anthony B, and Imar Shepherd. You have the Crisis, the whole Crisis, Imar Shepherd, Ayaside, Not Righteous, and many more artists on that project. And the song is called Victory.
Mad. Well, Rachaad Amarjii, enough respect. It's a pleasure hearing from you, and you don't know, just safe journey, you know, and we're looking forward to hearing more of your music, my general.
Yes, I give thanks. And give thanks for having me also.
It's our pleasure, man. Enough love. All right.